Hi there. So let's do Proverbs 27 for October 27th. It's Friday. Let's jump over there and we'll get right into it. Now we're still doing these sayings of Solomon compiled by King Hezekiah's people of Judah. So some of them repeat stuff that Solomon's already written down, but they're all sayings of Solomon. So let's begin. Do not boast about tomorrow, for you do not know what a day may bring. Right? A lot of people do that. Tomorrow. Let someone else praise you and not your own mouth, an outsider and not your own lips. Now, this is very important. Don't brag, okay? Nobody likes a braggart. Right? Stone is heavy and sand a burden, but a fool's provocation is heavier than both. Fool's provocation. It's interesting, huh? Anger is cruel and fury overwhelming, but who can stand before jealousy? Right. Better is open rebuke than hidden love. Okay. Wounds from a friend can be trusted, but an enemy multiplies kisses. One who is full loathes honey from the comb, but to the hungry, even what is bitter tastes sweet. Right. Like a bird that flees his nest is anyone who flees from home. Run away from home? You really can't. Perfume and incense bring joy to the heart, and the pleasantness of a friend springs from their heartfelt advice. Do not forsake your friend or a friend of your family, and do not go to your relative's house when disaster strikes you. Better a neighbor nearby than a relative far away. Do not forsake your friend or a friend of your family. Do not go to your relative's house when disaster strikes you. Better a neighbor nearby than a relative far away. That's interesting. Be wise, my son, and bring joy to my heart. Then I can answer anyone who treats me with contempt. The prudent see danger and take refuge, but the simple keep going and pay the penalty. Right? You see what's going on now? They've been telling you to prepare for years now, so. Take the garment of one who puts up security for a stranger. Hold it in pledge if it's done for an outsider. Yeah. Just don't co-sign for people. And if you do, take a collateral. If anyone loudly blesses our neighbor early in the morning, it will be taken as a curse. Right. A quarrelsome wife is like the dripping of a leaky roof in a rainstorm. Restraining her is like restraining the wind or grasping oil with the hand. Yeah, I'm going to leave that one alone, huh? As iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another. That's a famous one, huh? The one who guards a fig tree will eat its fruit, and whoever protects their master will be honored. As water reflects the face, so one's life reflects the heart. Well, what's the note on that one? Or so others reflect your heart back to you. One looks at your life and they know your heart. We'll highlight that. Death and destruction are never satisfied, and neither are human eyes. Boy, history proves that, doesn't it? The crucible for silver and the furnace for gold, but people are tested by their praise. Though you grind a fool in a mortar, grinding them like grain with a pestle, you will not remove their folly from them. Well, fools are going to be fools no matter what. Be sure you know the condition of your flocks. Give careful attention to your herds, for riches do not endure forever, and a crown is not secure for all generations. Wow. I like that. Crown is not secure for all generations. When the hay is removed and the new growth appears, and the grass from the hills is gathered in, the lambs will provide you with clothing, and the goats with the price of a field. You will have plenty of goat's milk to feed your family and to nourish your female servants. It's interesting. So that's Proverbs 27. Let's see what we highlighted here. Yeah. Do not boast about tomorrow, for you do not know what a day may bring. Right? Do not boast about tomorrow. Yeah. Jesus said, don't worry about tomorrow. And the story he told of someone who did say, I have grain stored up for many generations. We can sit back and relax. And Jesus said, you're a fool. This very night your life will be required of you. So there you go. Don't boast about tomorrow. You don't know what a day may bring. And this is important. Verse 2, let someone else praise you and not your own mouth, an outsider and not your own lips. Nobody likes a braggart. I did this, I did this, I did this. Politicians like to brag. And when somebody brags on themselves, people tend to just turn them off and stop listening, Stone is heavy and sand a burden, but a fool's provocation is heavier than both. Fools provoke is heavier than stone and sand. And this one, I didn't highlight it. We'll highlight it now. Anger is cruel and fury overwhelming. Who can stand before jealousy? Being jealous is an anger that has no proof. I mean, you think this person is doing something, whether they are or not, and that anger boils inside you. And that's the worst kind of anger. Verse 10 we highlighted, do not forsake your friend or a friend of your family. And do not go to your relative's house when disaster strikes you. Better a neighbor nearby than a relative far away. Yeah. That's interesting, huh? The prudent see danger and take refuge, but the simple keep going and pay the penalty. Right? Right? Have you been preparing? As iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another. Yeah. Don't forsake the advice of a friend. As water reflects the face, so one's life reflects the heart. That's deep. You can look back on your life and you can pretty much tell where your hurt is. Death and destruction are never satisfied, and neither are human eyes. History of the world, huh? And this one, just part of 24. Riches do not endure forever, and a crown is not secure for all generations. Right? Why is that? Because death and destruction are never satisfied. So, that's Proverbs 27. There's just a few left here. And we'll keep at it. This is good stuff. Good stuff. Prepare. Stuff's going on now. And boy, you don't know what's happening from one day to the next. But live each day. Stay in prayer. See you tomorrow.